Hey, how you all doing? We're back with more of The Last Door, currently playing through Season 1. Previously, after the death of his old friend Anthony, Devitt decides to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, Devitt meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then, truth is revealed. Father Ernest worships the Eye of the Bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results. Those who saw the eye back then, he calls the Four Witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks Devitt out and buries him alive. Ow, that's really loud. All is darkness. All is cold. All is silence. I'm sorry? I guess that's the intro for this one. Helps to mute the TV. Also, hey, Elegant Frost, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a great day. That's very dark. Sorry, I want to get this looking right, because this looks terrible. I don't know why it looks like that. It shouldn't. There it goes. Oh, alright. Very weird. Okay, sorry about all that fiddling. I wanted to get this coloring right. That's not okay. Alright. Winning Venting Doom by goofing around and not working on school. Hey, you're entitled to some time away from stuff. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I'm sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. Wow, this guy's a terrible father. What garbage. Still no letters for you, Devitt. Please do not persist any further. I'm sorry to hear that. What you need is some pep. Alessa, go give her a pep talk. Alessa will be right over. But yeah, no, I totally get what you mean, though. Yeah, I mean, hey, once you're done with all that stuff, you're done with school. You can move on. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind. He's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony. Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. I thought he buried us, though. What is happening? So, what do we have? We have a ticket, the Four Witnesses. I wonder how it got in my pocket. A ticket to see a play called The Four Witnesses. Okay. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? Eyes close, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. Okay. Is there anything in the coffin? A shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. Alright, looks like it's just those three things. I'm trying to figure out how many frames this animation has. I want to say it's a 6-frame animation. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? I'm guessing somebody must have dug us up. I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. Well, there's people. Guy's saying cheapest potatoes in town. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? No response. Mr. Potato Dude, how about you? Please, sir, could you give me some water? This ain't a charity, Toff. I only sell to paying customers. So cough up or get out. Alright, that didn't help me. There's a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it's been moved, so that's something we gotta take care of. An indigent is in ragged clothing, sits leaning against the brickwork. Indigent means homeless. Looks like this guy's selling horse meat. A young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. Horse meat for sale. That wasn't the young man saying it, that was a different vendor. A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. That sentence suffers odd wording. There is a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. I'm not drunk. I got a play ticket. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nichols Street Rookery, a darker, more decrepit place like never there was. That's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? Somehow we made our way from Aberdeen, Scotland to London? So there's a trail of water coming from this fountain through this grate. From the pipe flows grimy water full of soot. Let's drink up. Beggars can't be choosers. Water's foul odor is repulsive, but I am overcome with thirst. Slurp. I don't intend to drink it again. It had an awful taste. Alright, so that's everything here. Nope. Alright. Good thing nobody minded that I just passed out in this archway. Must have fainted. It is dangerous to be in Old Nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Certainly. Oh, we can check this. The stench from the sewer drain is nauseating. Maybe there's something down there we can drink. Oh, everybody's gone. Maybe that means the cart is gone, too. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. Alright, so that's just a couple things here. It's not ominous. I really love the sound direction in this game. Another flashback. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Hertz. It is about your patient, is it not? There is no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. I've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr Devitt, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I had hoped for the best. Now I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Episode 3, 4 Witnesses. This is still Season 1. I feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. 3 paths we can go. Do you hear them? It's the crows, searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Would you help me? These streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I have lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, Lost One. I can give you direction. I have been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? I haven't a penny to pay you, unfortunately. Money is of no matter here. Come close to me now. Oh. Tarot cards. Alright. I'm feeling lucky. Middle card. The Scream! It begs you to escape. Mute, it shrieks your lost name. Sharp, painful, and burning. Its voice is one you know. Lower right corner. The Puppet. Threads hanging from an immense hand of dust converge upon a single point, your mind, where memories, oblivions, and shadows cluster as one. It is your friend and foe, your home, and your prison. Okay. We'll go opposite, upper left. The Mask. That is a terrible mask. Empty eyes stare at you and a voiceless mouth calls you. Its lips twist and snarl with what it has seen, what is still to be seen. You think it is a stranger's face, but it is your own. Lady, this is a terrible fortune. I don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these uns. The threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will, oh yes you will. It is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog, we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. Yeah, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Can I have one? Hashtag rigged. That was a terrible fortune, lady. Okay. So that guy seems important. I don't want to follow him yet. My instincts are telling me we should check the rest of these pathways. The boarded up window of a rundown house. Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. The street lamp tries to put some light into the gloom. Hold on. 'Neath the halo of a street lamp. Okay, I just had to. It's important to me. Gotta turn our collar to the cold and damp and head in here. Oh. It's a butcher shop. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. A metal plate is planted in the wall. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a bolt hole. I'm gonna bolt your hole. Yep, it is August 1st. Oh, okay, it's a puzzle. Alright, so... Son of a bitch! It'll get out of control and we'll be lucky to live through it. So between... Thank you for the subscription, Elegant Frost. Appreciate it very, very much. Between your subscription and Alessa jumping down right next to me, it was perfect timing to scare the absolute shit out of me. Super appreciate it. Yes, now you can be a gremlin. So enjoy your new emote as well as access to all of the subscription-based Axolotl stuff. So let's see. It looks like this button only does this one. So let's get the other ones going. Oh, I accidentally solved it. Okay, I'm fine with that. The remains of a horse lay hung by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping into the floorboards. Hey, Lord Tyrion, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a great day as I stumble over my words. And yeah, I was trying to suss out how the puzzle works, and I accidentally, like, I solved it. Oh yeah, definitely. I would like to do that. We just need to hit 10 subs, and I will play all of the Clock Tower games in a single stream and get the best ending in the appropriate. I think it's one, 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 two, and Ghost Head. Rusted out drums, empty. Hell, if I get a few tier 3s, I'll throw in Nightcry and Haunting Ground. A bottle of gin, it's empty, but it may be of some use. Tired? It might be because you're a teacher? This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to have been used just recently. Well, if you think about it, that's only 10 subs to get that. At 25 subs, you'll basically force me to play all of Final Fantasy VIII. So, goals. It's a class Essensier. Liquids are poured into the top, and then impurities removed through a valve at the bottom. The hitch for the Final Fantasy VIII playthrough, though, is it has to remain at 25 throughout the playthrough. Force, as in, when I make a promise, I stick with it. So I promise to play it at 25, so technically you're forcing me to go through with my promise. I couldn't think of a better way of wording it. This machine is old and in disrepair. Appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to just been used just recently. I just said that. I hate Final Fantasy VIII with a burning passion. It is my least favorite of the franchise. So we've got some kind of bottle. It's an empty gin bottle. Can we use it on anything in here? It can't be used there. It can be used. Oh, it can't be used here. I mean, I have a very specific rule about things. If I don't like something, it's cool if somebody likes it. I don't like to castigate people for liking things I hate. So we need to find a liquid to pour in there. Well, there seems to be liquids here, but we can't get them. Because I'm trying to play a lot more games that I definitely do like or that I'm interested in. And then, I want to mix it up by adding in stuff that people know I definitely didn't like. Like, the Time and Eternity thing was specifically because I made such a fuss about how much I didn't like it. And I was like, hey, it'd be funny. It'd be funny to put this up there because I believe wholeheartedly it would never happen. And then it did. The glass is fogged over, but for a handprint left on the surface. It's locked. I liked 7, but after playing 6, 7 really wasn't all that great to me. Oh, we accidentally found the guy. You may keep my miserable kingdom. You may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow and will not disappoint. I know I'm supposed to follow him. Oh. Oh, The letters seem to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads, rats. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. That's actually kind of funny. I like that line. That was really good. The sewer is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. Aha! I collected some of the oily water in my gin bottle. Is there any further we can go? Oh, There's not enough light for me to see. Lord only knows what I might stumble into. At some point, I should get into playing my favorite. He switched sides. Rubbish. Rotten scraps of food and discarded papers. He just went back the way we came. So what's... Oh, okay. Alright, so I thought this was getting, like, labyrinthine, but no, it's... Because I want to play some of my favorite RPGs, like, Smurpja. Get some Super Mario RPG, Earthbound. Final Fantasy VI, the best Final Fantasy. Anybody who says otherwise is a liar. Oh. Alright, so apparently we're in Silent Hill. Good use of a cicada noise. I don't like that noise. What? I got lost in that thick fog. I need something to help me know which way to go. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I grew up on it, so, like, that's kind of my big thing. And no light. So there's lots of stuff in this room. We need a way to get the light in. Okay, so we have the oily water. I'd say one of the two ones that I didn't really dig were Secret of Mana and Secret of Evermore. I also didn't really get the appeal of Chrono Trigger. Like, it was a good game, but the combat left me wanting. That's also fair. I try to avoid... I'm actually... Like, I haven't even beaten Breath of the Wild. I'm done with it, kind of. And I just beat, like, the first Beast. I just don't like it. I pour the contents of the bottle into the Essensier. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I will drain the water until all of the water has been removed. That's it. I've extracted all of the water. Okay. So, use the ticket? No. So we got oil. But we need something for the oil. Missing an item. Okay. So now what I'm going to end up doing is checking each area for stuff. Yeah, I agree, Tyrion. That is pretty difficult. A rusty old oil lamp sits empty in the corner. Maybe that's what we need. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil, though. But bam! Puzzle solved. What I love about pixel art is how it forces the artist to be very precise. Like, just look at how much they've managed to evoke with just this 8-bit style. It's very limited, you know, in how best to put it? Like, the sprite is very limited. This is like a what? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. think it's like a 20 to 23 height and is it, and 5 across. That's not a large sprite. But yet, you know, despite their the limitations, they managed to, like, you know what everything is by looking at it. There's some instances where you don't, like finding paper on the ground. Like any one of these white icons here could be paper. Is that what it is? Because I know this is definitely low res. I fill the lamp with oil. I hope it will be enough to last the night. I thought 8-bit was the pixel amount. And had no bearing on the it had very little bearing on the color palette. I could be wrong. I'm likely wrong. I'm usually wrong. There's 2 places we can go now. 8-bit should be really about processor power. Oh, we need matches. Right, yeah, no. We're specifically talking about art style here. And I'm positive that it has to do with with those coals. The embers look as though they'll soon extinguish. Its meager warmth is welcome. Hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I did that with my bare hands. Probably shouldn't even ask. So before I go in there, I really want to venture through here. Do not... I hear a woman's voice in the distance. It sounds as if she's singing a lullaby. Text on the wall says, "Do not fall asleep." The path. And a door. There's a lot of overgrowth here. The dead roots of a once great tree fill the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface in this great crack along its length. Alright, we can't do anything yet. A pile of ragged clothes caked with mud and full of holes. See, okay, so look, like this is what I'm talking about. This is an example of how it also can be very limiting. Like, you wouldn't guess that this is paper, but that's actually paper. Not sure what happened there. There's a note partly obscured by mud. Oh, okay. So, that was just a glitch. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. Okay, thank you for that, Frost. Alright, so we're not really able to do anything here just yet. Yeah, this is very low-res pixel. And they managed to get a lot across with it, which is what I really admire about this. An old worn-out coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves, which we will take, naturally. Right. And so... Okay, no, it's not. That staircase had me for a moment there because I thought it was the um that sick place in Aberdeen that we just came from. That wouldn't make any sense. So this art style would technically be considered 8-bit because it's like you just said, it's made to mimic the limitations of that era. Is that? I guess that's what you're getting at. Okay, it's a backyard. Mold covers the wood stacked in the shed. Wood's useless. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of the tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. Is this a mausoleum? The door is locked. I can't even move it. Man, that looks like a friggin' mausoleum. And who leaves a mausoleum in their backyard? That seems silly. Kooky, even. I like the subtle work with the floorboards. Later, Tyrion. Thanks for coming by. Like, look at the... You could tell these are supposed to be floorboards, and I just love that, like, they used alternating colors here, and just the way that they... Each one pops out against the other, and it does give off that kind of, like, you know, old wood kind of vibe. And it looks... Somebody thinks something's funny. A bright meadow. The picture is faded to a dull color. The sitter is a strikingly beautiful young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic. Can't... Oh, wow, it's really loud coming from here. The doorknob is missing. That's the only thing that's missing. A portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. The man in the picture has quite hypnotic gaze. Meanwhile, that guy's having the time of his life. Oh. So you're the one who's been doing the soundtrack. No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure, G up to C, tied, F, second violin, bar, 2. Middle C up to A, double note, E, G, C. No! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C up an octave, and then up to G. What? What? Who do you think you are? You blind man? Can't you see that I am creating the angel's voice? The work! C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters against the strophe. No, 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 no! Hands swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you alright, sir? I can answer that question. My inspiration, too, is lost, quite lost, in the fog. The notes moan. Just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne. Oh, it's Niles. The best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel. What made my music possible. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. A mausoleum outside the house. Is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. Who the fuck puts a mausoleum on their property? That's right, I have visited her many nights, and have even slept beside... Even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. What happened to her? That's not the important question at the moment. She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. Sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God. Her voice, it came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. Okay, look, Phantom. I am following a man, though come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I'm not concerned about the fact that you sleep next to corpses. I sometimes find this man, too, among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. As close to me as a corpse. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music. Just music remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. You are troubled. A painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? Wallpaper's torn. So, I'm hedging a guess that we need to get clothes that resemble... We need to find that red dress and probably a hairpiece. Throw it on this mannequin, and that will probably help him. That's what I'm assuming is the solution. And whoever the hell is this... We could climb up there, but let's check our doors. Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. My reflection stares back at me through the grime. Looking through a mirror. I'm gonna check a wardrobe, an old wardrobe. Let's open it. It's locked, of course it is. There is something amongst the embers. Well, luckily we got gloves. It's a spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? Oh no. Now we can access Laughing Man's room. No, I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Who the hell are you? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Don't you recognize me? No. No, madam, I'm afraid I do not. I am very sorry. Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's just been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I'm the great little Caddy, singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He'd led me to this place. No, father. I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you were ordered. I have behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Okay. What's going on? One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Ah! 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Alright. Things got a little nutty. Just getting closer. There's a dead man on a piano. And blood on the ground that writes out one more song. What the blazes just happened? My head, it's pounding. Where did she go? That was fucked up. March 8, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said, over and over. March 21st, 1843. Father got really mad at me and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more, he's obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. You should watch The Perfection, by the way, it's really good. April 3, 1843. Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name! The dolls for sale at the theater entrance, they have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. April 21st, 1843. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. Hi, sweetie. There's a pile of things on the floor after Caddy's disappearance. There is a mask. I see. It is a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. When I look at it, it makes me laugh. And this is that scene we saw before with Caddy on stage and her father at the piano. Has a note, Little Caddy Show. There is a girl lit up by a spotlight in a music hall singing to live piano. So we got a broken mask. And the wardrobe's still locked. I mean, we have the doorknob. Before I go visit Dr. Giggles. Okay, we did go in there. Just wanted to make sure. Holy balls. You alright? You good? Yes. There we go. Good God. Wooden planks are blocking the window. I can only see part of the outdoors. A big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face, though. The laughter is coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless. But its wig shines brightly as though of human hair. I think I could strip off the hair if I pull it up hard. Oh, we got a wig. The recorded scratch is repeating on loop. Huh. The hair removed, the doll is more unsettling. No shit. Jesus. Okay, so that got his attention, but it's not enough. So Caddy said that she goes to the fog. Can we go? Can we get up here? There's a giant cage, like a bird cage. There's an old piano. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled "The Last Song for You." Verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. This piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't... Okay. I guess I didn't want to read that. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. Would have been great to read the rest of that text, but alright. This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains. Can't reach it from here. So that's all we can do here for now. Caddy did mention the fog, so maybe getting her activated gives us the ability to navigate the fog. Maybe I just don't need to touch the tree. I see. So, if I think about it then... Maybe we need to listen for Caddy. And these sound cues indicate a direction we can go. No. Alright. So none of that works. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. Nope, okay, the mask doesn't go here. So we have a show ticket, a split mask, and a lantern. Those are our current items. Also, I like that they reused the staircase from from Aberdeen. An old bottle of Saint Emilion Grand Cru covered with dust. Can't take it. So this is where she lay. Can't do anything about it. Wait. Apparently, resin is a thick and sticky liquid I can't just pick up with my hands. Wait a minute. Damn it! Damn it! Okay. So we need the raisin to fix the mask. That's why I'm glad that they included this option. Because there's plenty you can miss. Look how much crap is all around here. Let's double check in here. Mirror. Big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face. What more can we do with this? Interesting. So we can set that to crying. But it doesn't really do anything. Let's head back into Caddy's room. So there's a locked wardrobe. That's what we want. That's a note. So there's a feather in there that we want. There's a key hidden under the key. Haha! So let's see if this goes to the wardrobe. Huzzah! There's the address that we want. So now if we put the dress on the mannequin... Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. He stopped. Nope, he's back at it. Notes F, E, D, pulled constantly down. So we need to get the mask on here for some reason. Hey, Namira the Sorcerer, appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, it's not quite the Great God Plan. I'm not familiar with that. Anything else in here we can take? Nothing else. So we need something to be able to pick up the resin to fix the mask. Ah, there's something here we can take. What's this? Music score. The rolled up score of music, there are so many deletions, corrections, it's impossible to read. Okay, so the only other place that this musical score can go would be up here. Okay. Well, maybe I can use it to pick up the resin then, because it's just wadded up paper. Yes! Pretty sure that's it. Paper... Son of a bitch! Why are you like this game? Couldn't I use the wood? Alright, so we found a musical score. Gone through this a few times. I'm not sure why the fast travel's not working, but alright. No good. No good. Okay. So this is not the way. What if I burn the score? Can I do that? No, it burned the second I put it in it. That was the point! Sigh. Alright, so... Can't do anything in there. And that just brings us back here. It's another option. Nope. Nope. There's nothing further down that way. So let's see. Wondering if one of these sound cues has to be like the right sound. There's the sound of cicadas. So we got crows and cicadas. And a whoosh. Is cicadas the correct one? Damn you! Alright, what do we need to get this resin? Why can't I take the bottle? Be nice if we could unroll the paper. Well, maybe we can use the paper because it's long. Oh, is this it? If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I can manage to make the feather fly. That's ridiculous. That is the single most ridiculous piece of nonsense in this whole game. I got it. It's a big black feather with some gray spots in the base. That was fucking ridiculous. Nonsense. But, I mean, testament to this game that even its most nonsense puzzle is not that hard to figure out. See, what you're talking is some crazy logic there, Frost. So we needed the feather to get the resin. We used the resin on the mask. I stuck the pieces together with the resin's face. It reminds me of a girl from one of the paintings. Oh! See, he needed a concentrated breath blast. So I think we've solved this puzzle completely. See what happens. Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you are with me again. And I know now exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please, take my violin. Now that I have completed my work, I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. I must go. Look for the Simurgh. So now he's writing. God, we need to move. Move faster! Move faster, Devitt! My God, man. Exactly, it's a special power that musicians eventually unlock once they master their instrument. When you reach level 50 in any given instrument, you can now play it without actually having the instrument. Exactly. This is gonna be gross. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is not good. The sarcophagus is broken. Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. It's written like it was Niles. That's the part that disturbs me the most. A trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? Down we go. Or out we go, rather. And there's a gate. Gate is open. Where does gate lead to? Ah, ha. Okay, we're on the other side of the sewer now. And it looks like the trail goes in here. Bookshop, the Great God Pan. It's a terrible name for a bookshop. Okay, door is locked. Can't see anything through the window. I can see Mausoleum's dome from here. Just checking again. Door is definitely locked. They know. What was that? What was that knocking noise? Okay, let's try the sewers. can't use the violin here. Maybe we gotta stick the violin in that, in this tree here. Nailed it. The violin has disappeared amongst the roots, as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. That noise came from above. Why would we want to stay here? Move. Get out. And again, it's nice that it's not that hard to figure out these puzzles. If this were a Sierra game, we'd still be trying to figure out how to break off a piece of the wall so we can get the resin to glue the mask together. To be able to glue the mask together, we'd also need like a vise made out of 2x4s and some string from like a freaking bow that can only be found in the woods at midnight during the solstice. Sierra games are ridiculous. But, okay, so we took care of that. So, what opened? What was that? Someone's knocking on the door. Is this heaven's door? Maybe I could see something if I look at the keyhole. Please don't. God damn it. Darkness there and nothing more. Ha ha! Edgar Allan Poe. Ah, fucking! I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. And it just happened and it got me anyway. Bastards. Books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. Myths and legends this time. Norse tales. Greek. Ancient Sumerian. Others that I don't recognize. Some of these scripts I've never seen. Wait, how did I end up back here? Oh, hey. There's a person here, in the darkness. I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? Why, I'm reading these marvelous books. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page. The words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know. So they can only be read in darkness. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh, goodness, no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone. Not since I found it here. I am just a guest, an explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He is red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh, yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? Can you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Ah, yes, I recall him looking at unexplored places of the Empire. An excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I'm not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he is guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. Pardon the interruption, sir. I will leave you to your reading. I mean, we're looking for a weird man, but I think we found quite a few weird people. A large collection of books. But not the book we want. The tree has grown. Some of the branches have crashed through the window and into the street. On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Jai La. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies a song title, The Search for Simurgh. That's what we were looking for, Simurgh. The remains of a coffin. It looks like it was burst from the inside. Oh, we can go down here. Oh, what's here? A cracked wall. A long green vine has grown through it. Can go up here. Alright, so we've unlocked this pathway. A surprisingly lush vegetation covers the place. I don't recognize the species these plants belong to. Okay, so we've basically uncovered everything down here. Book. The book lies on the floor. Its spine reads Unexplored Place of the Empire. Page has been marked. The Place of the Eternal Fog. Also known as Jai La, it is a unique bay in the east of Bailshwar, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Okay. It looks as if the tree has come alive. The branches have grown quickly. They have broken the window and sprouted outside. And from where is that strong light coming? The window has been broken by the tree's branches and sudden growth. Intense rays of light stream into the bookshop. Okay. So, we gotta figure out this Sigurd thing. I can't take the book. But it looks like that's everything here. Holy crap, that's a lot of checkpoints. The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe. Silver Key by H.P. Lovecraft. The Approach to Al-Mu'tazim by Jorge Luis Borges. The Great God Pan by Arthur Machen. The Horla by Guy de Maupassant. Painting of an old factory. I guess somebody was really attached to this place. So that super didn't help all that much. Let's go talk to the guy again, because we found the book. Maybe he can help us make sense of it. I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. It feels he's guiding me towards something. Let me tell you this book, Unexplained Forces. Oh yeah, we don't have a copy of The King in Yellow, sadly. It's kind of, like, vital to stories like this. So maybe now we know how to get through here? No. I feel like that book we were trying to find is the one that's supposed to be the one. It's supposed to help us figure out what the hell we're supposed to do. That's not helping. Well, the tree, we did get the tree to break through. So perhaps something happened over here. Yeah, we read that already. From here, it seems as if it was Daphne herself standing by the window. Let's see if he's finished his work. I just want to see if she has not appeared. No. What is the Simurgh? It is what the crows are searching for. It is what you search for, too. Okay, maybe that's it. So we need to go wherever the crow sounds are. So hopefully that helped. So we're just listening for crows. There we go. No? Okay, this doesn't make any sense. This is probably the first time I've gotten completely lost in this game. Say the crows are looking for something. Simurgh. Simurgh. Simurg. So that's Gurmis. Grumis. That doesn't say to spell anything. Simurgh. Simurgh. I'm obviously missing something. Yeah, Grumis. That doesn't mean anything. What is Simurgh? So what the crows is searching for is what you search for too. Doesn't fucking help me. Umgress? It's nothing. Thought I was onto something, but I very much was not. So you see jungles, mountains, and then waters. Jungles, mountains, waters. So maybe that's the clue? So jungle, mountain, water. So that might be the clue that we're looking for. See you later, jerk. You never not help. Suck. So jungle, mountain, water. Alright, so there's the water. So I think it's this. Nah, it's ridiculous. Okay, so... Oh, no, wrong way. We need to head back to the bookshop. I'm trying not to spoil the entire thing for myself. And I'm mad that I actually had to look up a guide. I argue that the best way to determine whether a game is good or not is how many times you have to consult a guide. If you never have to consult a guide for a game, it's a good game. Not that you can solve every puzzle easily, but if you never have to do it because you solve them on your own, then it's the best, one of the best puzzle games. If you have to consult a guide once, it's still good, but not that good. And if you have to consult it many times, see, Nick, now I've got this thing. Would you know the importance of or meaning of Simurgh? Simurgh. Ah, yes, the Bird King. There's a book of ancient poetry here that makes mention of him. I'm sure you can find it here somewhere. A lot of these games revolve around basically action flags. You need to talk to the right person or find the right thing a certain number of times, or you know, you basically have to find the right stuff in order to activate the next part of it. So here's the... So we found a book of songs, but it's not what I'm looking for, apparently. Wait, I did find it. Okay. Alright. I think I've got an idea. Alright, so that idea is wrong. It's nearby. I have an idea of where it is. I just have to figure out how to get to it. Because the page is torn. Ah. I honestly never would have guessed to come all the way the hell back here. Hey, Tyrion. Glad to see you back. Paper sheet captured in the branches is within my reach. On the page is a strange poem. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds. They wept in suffering, and flew to the sea compelled by a need. They found their silence, their quest was complete. Alright, so wind, bird, sea. Oh shit, hi. Branches twist and twine all over the brick wall. They have strange viscosity as if subtly pulsing. Wind, birds, sea. Haha, brain buster, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a great day. Good pun. Appreciate it. So now we have the thing that activates to let us through. You can't brute force this. This puzzle has to be solved by collecting the page. Wind, bird, sea. Oh. Okay. Oh, his footsteps are like a... Hold on. Yeah, it's like it's like a 3-frame cycle for the feet, and then it's more for... Alright, so this... Bird is next. And then C is last. That's friggin' creepy. Okay, here we are. And now we just need to find silence. Okay, it's not that way. It's not here. Here it is. Now what? Oh, he's dashing away into the fog. Your ticket, please. Ah. Now we finally make use of this. Here you go. Thank you. Please come in. All right. Look, man, I want that chocolate. Wow. This is really, really good looking game. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I'm Alexandre. What is this all about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here, searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? For science! True science. No, that was our friend Anthony's reason. His stubborn determination to discover the unknown was infectious. We followed him blindly. So confident were we in his determination, and there was no turning back. True philosophy? Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath its wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. So we're in Kansas. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Oh, God. This belongs to you. I cannot. I can walk over. No, I can't. I guess I have to take it. Dearest Herr Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this, then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed-upon address. Good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient, Devitt, is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. So that completes episode 3. Episode 3. So let's jump right into episode 4. Previously on The Last Door, after escaping from his burial, Devitt finds himself in the cellar of London's darkest slum, the Old Nickel Rookery. In his pocket, he has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. Devitt walks through the misty streets, following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of the Simurgh, the king of birds. Following its trail through a dreamlike land of fog, Devitt finally meets Alexandra, a member of the secret group Devitt and his friends had at school. Alexandra welcomes Devitt and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling him ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There's no turning back. I have made up my mind. I'm ready. Go on. Do it. Do it! Do it! I mean, I could skip them, but the intro is so damn good. This soundtrack for this game is freaking awesome. So yes, we are going to see the intro for every single one of them. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes and long, distant arrows. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world. As if it were the curtain of a theater, the veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place, Devitt. Place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. You must find the door as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it and we will walk together beyond the mist. I suppose you are wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it, your letter was truly mysterious. I have been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand, how is this all connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God! Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. Herr Devitt was attacked, but survived. So what happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr Devitt in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same to Devitt that he did to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr Devitt was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. He was buried, yeah! What was Devitt doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. That's kind of understating. Like, you don't go to a board school for a part of your life. You go there for a significant portion. We can assume that Herr Devitt was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. Did you look for a blank videotape? I see. What conclusions do you draw from all of these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr Devitt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. Season 1, Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. I'm sure this is the place. Alexandra's house must be just ahead. And we, of course, will check out Alexandra's house next time. Unfortunately, that is where we're going to call it. But thank you so much for coming by and watching. And, of course, I will see you on the next one. Later.